Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and here we are with my versions of the updated hero deck. So as you all know, DPE was released. So how could I not make a video about that? But on my way, actually, without playing Vision, so you're gonna see something really crazy with, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, both NEOS fusions and fusion monsters and DPE together. So we have plenty of plays in this hero deck, and we do not even play neither Stratos nor fairies and the vision hero combo. So before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. So let's jump straight to the deck list real quick, and then I'm gonna show you some replays. So there you go. This is the deck list. As you can see right there, I decided to play 45 cards. Basically I was at 41, but I decided that I actually cannot give up the couple of Ash Blossom, the Max C. So the deck is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna show you the main combos. So we have the basic combo, that is Shadow Mace plus Solid Soldier. Solid Soldier will special summon the Shadow Mace to add a mask change so that you can summon a Dark Low in your opponent's turn and start banishing its stuff, and also reducing its end every time, actually the first time he had the cards from the deck to his end. Then we have the play with Blazement, of course, that can have the polymerization and have the Sunrise play to have the Miracle Fusion. Of course, if we fuse a Liquid Soldier, we're gonna have a draw 2. Then we have we have the Hero Lives play. If we draw Hero Lives, we can just go either with the Shadow Mace to have the mask change, or with the Blazement, for example, if we need the poly. Then we have the triple NEOS fusion. What can we summon with NEOS fusion? We have 2 targets. If we play 3 copies, we can summon the standard Brave NEOS, that can be really useful. And the second thing is, we can summon a Rainbow NEOS. We can summon a Rainbow NEOS. This is simply insane. You're gonna see in the replays a 4500 beater that cannot be destroyed by cut effects or by battle once because of NEOS fusion in the graveyard, and also it can completely clear all your monsters zones, your opponent's back row zone, or its graveyard. So that's really nice. Then what we have the Fusion Destiny. With Fusion Destiny, of course, we're gonna send the Celestial and the NEOS, because we actually we need a Destiny hero, and that's why we play Celestial, and then 1 level 6 or higher hero monster, and that is our NEOS that fulfilled the requirement. We can summon the DPE. There's nothing to say about DPE. You already know what it does and why it is so good. It keeps coming back, and it can pop up without targeting. Then we have a couple of Super Poly, just to get rid of monsters without targeting, without destroying, without banishing, without nothing. We can just fuse them. That's why we play Escuridao and the Shining, just to have, you know, a monster to summon with a generic light monster, a generic dark monster, and then a bunch of Steeple as well. Droplet, triple, best card in the game in my opinion, and then triple impermanence, just because it counts like an entrap, of course, because if you have this in your starting hand, your opponent is going first, you can just activate that from your hand. So that's pretty nice. The extra deck, as you can see, pretty straightforward, nothing special. A couple Dark Low are needed, 1 Brave NEOS, 1 a Rainbow NEOS, 1 DPE is fine, 1 Koga, 1 Absolute Zero with the combo with Acid, then Shining and Escuridao for the super poly play, and then 1 Dian just to get to, you know, to use the effect of Solid Soldier in another situation and be able to summon a monster from the graveyard. Of course, we have the Wonder Driver to recycle hero cards from the graveyard, and Anaconda, so that if you have your Solid Soldier, for example, with the Liquid Soldier, you can still do one of the best plays. You can just summon Anaconda, use the effect, send a Fusion Destiny, and be able to bring out a DPE. So guys, that was all for the deck list explanation. Of course, for the deck profile, if you have some questions, don't be afraid to ask. We can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay. Let's see, we have a pretty busted hand, but it's our opponents to begin, and we have the Impermanence as an entrap. So he's got the Pot of Prosperity, and then he actually reveals an Ecclesia. So I guess this is Sword Soul, right? So yes, the new top tier deck, Sword Soul. So he's got the Incredible Ecclesia to summon a Sword Soul from this deck. So the Virtuous to summon the Sword Soul of Mohi, and then as his special summon, he can just go with the token, and then Synchro Summon, because the token is a tuner, into Sword Soul Grandmaster. Decided to negate that effect to avoid him adding a card to his hand, but unfortunately he's got the cross out designator, so no negate for me actually, and he can go on and add his stuff. So let's see. I mean, I'm still in a good spot, you know, because we have the droplet, so next turn we can just negate and stop anything that can be a problem. So you can go on with the effect of Strategist with the special summon by discarding a card, and then he's got the Baron the Flare, so he has a negation right there and a couple of back rows. So it's us now. We can draw even the NEOS Fusion, pretty nice. Emergency call to begin with, and then I changed the droplet just to send that, and to the graveyard as well. And also, to be honest, I could have sent the NEOS Fusion as well, or the Fusion Destiny, because I can only use one of them. Because if I use NEOS Fusion, I cannot special summon anymore for the rest of the turn, but if I use Fusion Destiny, I'm only allowed to summon Dark Hero monster, and unfortunately both of the NEOS Fusion monster are not dark. So I've got to negate that. As you can see, I had it a Liquid Soldier and then Fusion Destiny to go directly into DPE. So DPE is ready, and then Liquid Soldier to bring back the Celestial. He's got the Sword Soul Blackout to pop that. I changed the effect of the Enforcer to pop one of my monsters that was going to be destroyed anyway, and the other back row. So the effect comes in play. I can just attack the Baron the Flare, and at this point, you know, he's in a pretty bad spot. I mean, let's see, he's got the he just handed turn and the DP destroyed himself, but now I can use the effect to come back, and at this point, look at how you do it. Miracle Fusion, and actually it was not needed. He scoped, but at this point, keep in mind I could have just used NEOS Fusion and clear his whole graveyard. Keep in mind that is the most important thing right there. There you go. Second duel, my boys. Again, we have a top tier hand. Look at that. So it has to begin. Fusion Destiny to begin with, and it's got a max C. So it's gonna draw a card, but that is not a problem. I don't think we're gonna do much more from that. So just sending a NEOS and Celestial. So DPE is here. Then I summoned a Shadow Mist just to be able to, you know, I just wanted to bait him, and then I have my Super Pod, but unfortunately he's got the Lightspawn Strike, so pretty bad. He's got the Polymerization into Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. That is a bad thing to see, because that guy can just literally eat all my life points every time I activate something. So he's got the effect to add the Patchwork, pretty nice card, and then the Dermatology of Despia that can come back. This guy can actually negate a Fusion, Synchric Caesar, Link monster effect, so we have to be careful about that. He decided to attack and to use the effect. I used the effect of DPE to pop both my guys, and then the Masquerade is starting to drain of my life points. He's got the call by the Grave to negate the effect of the Shadow Mist. That's pretty unfortunate, because we could have had the Liquid Soldier guy. So he's got a couple of set cards and a set monster. Then we have to pay even more life points like that. Look at how many stuff he's got. So we've got the DP coming back, and then we can summon the Blazeman, but not adding the Poly. I decided to send, if I'm not wrong, a Liquid Soldier to the graveyard. Then I decided straight away to use the effect of DP. I didn't want to lose any more life points, so I popped that, and then the effect of Blazeman to set Liquid Soldier. So now I can use Miracle Fusion, but it's got another Call by the Grave. Look at that. So no draw 2 for me, and then the Blazing Dragon, the Masquerade, is coming back, but luckily for us, because this time it was not Fusion Summon, I'm not gonna pay 600 100 life points every time I use something. So Miracle Fusion still goes in play. I decided to go with the Sunrise. Sunrise on Summer is gonna let me add another Miracle Fusion. So do we have something? Do we not have enough stuff? So we can just go with Rainbow NEOS. NEOS Fusion, using the effect to get rid of the other back row just to be sure. And at this point we can just attack, get rid of that, then attack the set monster. We're gonna attack with 2900 and 4900. Keep in mind that the Rainbow NEOS cannot be destroyed once, either by battle or card effect. So look at that board. We have an untargeting destruction. There's nothing he could do. He went for the frightful patchwork to have the polymerization and an edge imp chain. But at this point he just surrendered. There's nothing he can do. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We have a pretty busted hand, and this card, it's him to begin, and he has Sword Soul again, guys. I'm sorry, but it is so full of Sword Soul now. The ladder, it's just, you know, just that you cannot play against them. So he's got the Synchro Summon to begin with to add something, and then the effect of Moi from the graveyard. So he's gonna add a spell card to his hand, and also a monster, the other guy that can be special summoned. There you go, with another tuner, another Synchro Summon, Sordo Supreme Sovereign, and also the guy who was sent to the graveyard as a Synchro material inflicts me 1200 damage. But he's got this guy, and what we have now, we have to understand what we have to be worried about. This guy can't do nothing. This guy instead can, if a card is banished, he can banish a card from field and the graveyard. So we need to negate that as first. How can we do that? We can just start with we have to start with the hero lifts, and then it's got unfortunately the Ash Blossom, so life points paid for nothing. I decided to change my droplet to send the hero lifts, so I get something out of that. We can just negate the 3k I actually negate that because this guy can negate effects monsters on the field. So then I went straight away with Blazeman, Super Poly. So I negated that because the other one was just I was about to get rid of that in this way with Super Poly, summoning an elemental hero Absolute Zero, and then I went for the spice, just the spiciest combo, Mask Change into Acid. Acid is gonna pop the back rows, and Absolute Zero is gonna pop the monsters. So just how easy it is. Look, so it's just so easy. Then NEOS Fusion, we're gonna go with the Rainbow NEOS, using the effect to clear the graveyard. So everything is gonna come back to the deck and the extra deck. So you're gonna do nothing with your graveyard, just attacking twice with my boys. He only has 900 life points left at this point, and let's see, he's gonna do something. He can't do nothing. Once that you clear the graveyard, there's nothing he could do. That's how you do it. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Let's see what we got last. Actually, this is not last one. So we have NEOS Fusion to begin with, but unfortunately it's got the Ash Blossom. That's the only bad thing about NEOS Fusion and Fusion Destiny, that they can be stopped by Ash Blossom, unfortunately. So we can just set a liquid, and we have to hope we can fusion summon with the Super Poly. So he's got the instant fusion to begin with, and he went for the Prankit's Rocket Roid, but it's fire. That is a problem. So I just, as soon as I see water, Super Poly straight away into Absolute Zero as a defense, plus I get to draw a couple of cards with the effect of Liquid Soldier, but he's got the Call by the Grave, so no double draw for me, unfortunately. That's pretty bad, to be honest. And let's see what he's got right now. So he can go with the Prankit's Pandemon to fusion summon into Prankit's Weather Washer, and then the effect from the graveyard, then the guy that comes back, Prankit's Doodle Doodle Doo. This guy on summon can add a Prankit Spell Trap card, but I can just negate that, so no thank you. Impermanence to stop him, and now no add, but this got the effect from the graveyard though, from the fancies, to send a card from the deck to the graveyard and summon another Prankit guy. Then it's got another link summon into Prankit's Bow Wow, and that's it. There's nothing you can do, so you cannot go over my absolute zero. I've got the Blazeman, as you can see right there. I used the effect to grab a poly, but I used the effect to recycle actually a couple of spell cards from his graveyard to his hand, as you can see right there. And at this point, once that I had my polymerization to my hand, I can just link summon using the effect to summon an Anaconda using the effect of absolute zero that was sent to the graveyard to pop all the monsters. But actually, the effect of the Link Boy, this guy cannot be destroyed by card effects. We're still chilling because we can use the effect of Anaconda to bring out a NEOS, then Rainbow NEOS to clear the graveyard. The best move ever. We can just clear the graveyard, and at this point, we can just start attacking, inflicting only 500 damage. But what can he do now with nothing in the graveyard and 3 cards in his hand? Is there really something he could do? So he's got the Pranky's Pranks, and then it's really starting to fill the graveyard with the Meow, something like that. Keep on going on with the Duel. This time he can have the spell trap from this deck to his end, and he can keep on summoning the Prankies from the graveyard on the field. He gains 1,000 life points. That's still chilling. He's got another addition from the effect of the the Pranky's Blaze field spell to add the Pranky's monster from the deck to his end. And then he's got, what? Anaconda as well? Why? So that was unexpected. So now he's got DPE, and he wants to pop my Rainbow NEOS, right? So my NEOS fusion is protecting, but keep in mind that I had another NEOS fusion that was Ash Blossomed. So he's gonna lose the duel because he forgot about that. So it's my turn now. It's got the shuffle 3, draw 1, but now it's my turn, and in the draw phase he went straight away with the effect, but I can use the second NEOS fusion. So I'm chilling. Emergency call into Liquid Soldier. Liquid Soldier can use the effect to bring out a Blazeman, and then using the effect of the Rainbow NEOS to shuffle the DP back into the deck, using the effect of Blazeman to boost himself up to 2500, and then I just have lethal, my boys. That's how you do it. There you go. Last but not least, this was a loss. So I actually want to show you. This was a misplay, of course, and it was a nice duel to see. That's why I'm gonna show you this. So as you can see right there, I went with Solid Soldier's effect. I wanted to go into Anaconda, even if there was not really a reason. So in the end, it was a mistake. So first misplay of the game. Then I went with Fusion Destiny to summon the DPE. At this point, I couldn't do nothing but setting the Droplet. He's got a bunch of cards in his hand, so pretty bad. And of course, he's got the Happy's Feather Duster to clear that Droplet. Then he's got the DPE, the tanky, and I decided to stop that with the DPE's effect and pop my guy in attack position. He's got the Tri-Brigade deck. So as soon as I saw that, there you go, Maxi, let me draw something. But with Tri-Brigade, you do not draw that much. So he's gonna send so much stuff to the grave thanks of all the effect of his guys, and then of course he's gonna banish those with the effect and summon, actually link summon. So there you go, he's got the first special summon, then the effect to go straight away into the boss monster, the Tri-Brigade Shurek, the Ominous Omen, to banish the DPE, of course, and then he can just attack. Look at that, inflicting the first 4600 damage. But we have a pretty good cards recovery. Like, we have a couple of cards pretty good and Infinite Impermanence. I decided to start straight away with that, just in case he was able to summon a monster in his in the linked zones. Then a hero lives to add a mask change, but it's got the Droplet though, so no add, but I'm still in a good spot right now. Why? Because I went with Miracle Fusion, and here comes the mistake. So I went Miracle Fusion, and this was the first move that was correct, going into Sunrise. Sunrise on someone is gonna let me have another miracle fusion. And here comes the mistake. Now I made my calculation. I want to summon a Brave NEOS, but I thought that I couldn't, because even with the boost of Elemental Hero Sunrise, Brave NEOS would only have had 2900 attack, because there will be only one hero mask in the graveyard if we suppose that I use NEOS and the Max C to summon the Brave NEOS. And so I said, okay, it's not big enough, I have to go with something else, and I decided to go with the Shining, because the Shining, because of all these guys that are banished, is actually big enough. Wrong. This is the mistake, because we didn't need to be strong, to be stronger in attack points. We needed the Brave NEOS, because if we attack the Brave NEOS, this guy, we can use the effect of Sunrise to get rid of the Tri-Brigade Shurek. So then with Brave NEOS, we should have attacked the monster, used the effect, add the NEOS fusion, and then in the we could have used in the main phase 2 NEOS fusion, summon the Rainbow NEOS, clear the graveyard. That was the most important thing. Clear the graveyard. And only with that move we'd have won. But I actually, we can just skip this really quickly. I just made this mistake. So of course I do not have lethal, as you can see right there. So next turn he can just do anything he needs. He just needs to attack the Sunrise. I have no defense, because if he attacks any of the other monster, I can just use Sunrise effect. So he he has to attack the Sunrise, and that's exactly what he did. So that was all, guys. Unfortunately, bad misplay. So guys, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. You enjoyed the commentary and the replays. This is finally a new deck list on Master Duel. I hope you liked that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this new DPE, if you have it. So guys, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.